But when you talked about the golden possibility of there being, life out there, and that question of are we alone, where are you with that? What do you say to people right now with the latest information?
It's one of the most challenging subjects because at one level it makes us feel very, very small and insignificant. And it's true, physically. I mean, the Earth is one planet around one star amongst 400 billion stars in one galaxy amongst 2 trillion galaxies in the part of the universe we can see. Right? So we're definitely small. Right? If you ask the question about life, the answer is we don't know. We've found nothing alive beyond the Earth, but admittedly we haven't been very far or looked tremendously hard, although we are looking hard now on Mars because we suspect there might have been microbes on Mars because there was once water on Mars and it was geologically active, and all the things that we think led to the origin of life on Earth were present on Mars around the same time, about 3.5 to 4 billion years ago. So we wouldn't be surprised if we find that microbes existed, probably subsurface on Mars, or maybe on some of the moons of Jupiter or Saturn where there's water today. However, nobody expects anything more complicated than a microbe. And it's interesting, if you look at the history of life on Earth, you have microbes around 3.8 billion years ago, pretty much, not long after the Earth formed in geological time. But if you look for evidence of complex life on Earth, then really there isn't any in the fossil record until about 600 million years ago or so. So on this planet, for most of the history of the planet, there was slime, basically, single-celled things, doing interesting stuff, photosynthesis and things, but nothing more complicated than a single cell. And it's only in the last 500 million years or so that you get this explosion of life on Earth. And only, as I said, it's only in the last less than 1 million years that we've had Homo sapiens on Earth. And in the last few tens of thousands of years, we've had a civilization. So here, it took pretty much 4 billion years to go from cell to civilization. And that's a third of the age of the universe. And so that leads many biologists that I speak to suggest that whilst microbes might be common, civilizations might be rare.